Hey guys, and continuing with that aviation theme, again, I got my buddy Donnie Walker here. We're going to talk about some more aviation-centric stuff. Next, probably the show pony here on the wall is my, I've heard the term battle jacket coined by the guys over at Qore Performance. Think of this as like a tactical aircrew vest. It incorporates a lot of things that I had on my air safe survival vest, my CMU 33 when I was in the Navy. But that's super old technology, and now, you know, in 2025, we have all this new technology available to us, so I've incorporated some of that into this, and it made it a little bit more tactical, a little less aviation-centric, but still doubles down pretty hard on both ends. So the base for the vest is the Blue Force Gear split front chest rig, all right? Donnie, again, he moonlights over at Blue Force Gear, so Donnie's going to walk us through some of the features of the split front chest rig from Blue Force Gear.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sam, it's an amazing setup that you have here, and the ingenuity that's gone into utilizing all the different pieces is pretty impressive. So I believe, yeah, so you've got a 5.56 base rig here.
Yep.
So if you look behind, you'll notice that we have basically this 10-speed, two sets, but this is the stackable 10-speed, which allows you to have MOLLE panels in the front so that you can add on to whatever expansion that you should need. There's a whole suite of pouches that we have that will fit on the front of here. You've gone with the minimal, gosh, what are we?
Admin.
Yeah, these are just the admin pouches, which these are the ones I really like too. This one in the front has some flexibility to it. And then inside, you can see Sam has a lot of his safety equipment in here, location beacon and a high-vis flag. Or is that a space blanket?
No, it's VS-17 panel.
There you go. All those technical phrases. But you have some retention in here and some retention bands for whatever you're going to put in there, and also some retention tie-in points, which I think these are really clutch. The BFG always includes these in a lot of our pouches.
That was a huge selling point.
Yeah.
Being aircrew in the Navy, you always tie it in your gear. In case you go in the drink and you pull it out, you don't want to drop it and then it's lost forever in the ocean. You want to have that stuff retained in the vest, and having those tie-down points, dedicated tie-down points, not having to like fabricate your own by punching a hole into something and messing with the integrity of the gear. I was like, wow, that was very smart.
Yeah, because I mean, otherwise you'd be stuck stitching in like a little piece of like 550 quarter or whatever, which is kind of a pain in the neck. But and these are the low pro GP pouches.
Right.
Now that I've gotten my whereabouts. So you've got some expansion in the front that you can do. On the back, you have some mesh pockets, and there's also some retention bands in here, so you can continue to stuff, either magazines, your cell phone,
maps,
what have you,
protractor, whatever.
Basically, like if you've got something in your hand and you want to be able to get rid of it because you need to either, get on your weapon platform, or, you're just flying around and you want your hands free, you've got some places to stuff things whenever you need be. That comes on both sides, and I've seen guys too that can fully stack these things out like bank robber style, and you'll put another like 5.56 placard over top of this, and then even run the GP pouch on top of that. So you have 10 mags on your front and GP pouches to snuff, to stuff your Twinkies and Snickers and, Licky Chewies and whatever have you. Beyond that, you've got your waistband in the back. The typical, it's going to have like an H strap that goes over the top and you can tie in, and it's low profile, and it has, connection points for comms, water bladders, things like that you can run your cables and your drink hose over with. But Sam kind of took it from there and just went full aircrew mode with it.
Yep. And one of the cool things about this is I can simply unclip this from the Swift clip and then run it on the, is it an H harness or X cross harness?
I think
it's an H.
Yeah.
And clip it back in just for straight up ground stuff. However, with the aircrew configuration, I've got a Mustang Survival, it's a 6300 series float coat, and then also probably one of the nicer things is this is a Qore Performance
ice plate
and carrier. So when I'm on the helicopter and the hot turbine exhaust is blowing on me, I literally have a frozen block of ice on my back. In addition, when it melts, I've got a drinking tube and I can rehydrate myself in the air, on the ground, whatever that may be. The other thing that this was very secondary when I built this. I like to go sport fishing, tarpon, offshore fishing for stuff. I can actually disconnect all this and it just runs as a float coat and the ice plate for going out on offshore fishing trips. And so I don't need all the tactical stuff. So I still have my flotation and I still have my hydration. And this is load bearing for all the other stuff.
It's funny, those of us that worked in search and rescue for any length of time, like whenever we go out sport fishing on our personal time, like having flotation on,
yeah,
we know the difference.
Well, I don't want no offense, the puddle pirates to roll up on me and give me a ticket. But
I always think that, when I'm out there, I'm like, man, all the times I've been out on search and rescue, and if this is the way I go, what a dumb way.
Right. If they find my body, I want there to be two big old inflated lobes.
Yeah. I gave it hell.
For the aircrew, the helicopter stuff, I've got an ISLID 200P, that's 200 milliwatt IR illuminator and designator. When we're flying inbound on the target area, and either the gunner sitting next to me needs to know where the targets are, or just to point the pilot in the right direction, I can give him a quick hey, it's over there, and he's got it instantly kind of thing. So this is really handy for illuminating stuff on the ground, designating stuff on the ground for the pilot and or the gunner.
So and then some Marcos.
Oh yeah. The other thing, these Blue Force Gear Marcos are really nice for, if you need to mark something, you pull it out, crack it, drop it on the ground, and you can kind of breadcrumb your way back to something. Or if there's just something you cache something on the ground and you need to hover over it and drop a chem light on it, you can see these things from several hundred meters out from the aircraft. They're the little chem lights. By the way, if you can shield them from getting sunlight directly on them, it will I don't say ruin them. It'll decrease their
effectiveness, and even then the ones that I use for shows have started to glow after all the exposure.
But they come in IR, red, green, yellow, blue, whatever color you want, really.
It's getting up there. I would go to the website and check it out.
But I always have some type of Marco or chem stick on me. And then finally, I have my line cutter if I need to cut away 550 cord or really seat belts or anything like that, and egress my way off the aircraft. This comes in handy for that. So I have that in the pocket. But other than that, that is my aircrew survival vest. Occasionally I'll run a radio or maybe a Heeds bottle in this, potentially, depending on what I'm doing. But I've got hydration, I've got thermal regulation, I've got flotation, and then I've got equipment load carriage in this, and it's actually very comfortable. I can sit there. It's got the ice vent pads on the shoulder straps, and I can sit there all day. I can wear this all day on the ground, in the air, it doesn't matter. And
it's not saltwater activated, right?
It is not saltwater activated.
It is
manually activated. So, but that is my battle jacket. I'll try to put some details in there. If you want to build something like this yourself, I'll kind of list out some of the equipment. It ain't going to be cheap. As you see this setup right here, you're talking well north of $1,000 to build something like this. But again, good gear ain't cheap. Cheap gear ain't good. So
we can help you out again with the affiliate code for the
maybe
the
check
stuff.
If you want if you like the split front chest rig. I actually think having a split front ability to open a chest rig up is what a benefit that is in hot weather. To be able to get prone on the ground, spread it out. Also the passive cooling, so it's not trapping your body heat in you.
To show people what we're talking about. There's a toggle here in the front. So the zipper is based out of the top.
Yes.
So you zip down as opposed to you trying to figure out where it is down there. It's right here in front, so you can zip down. And then like Sam says, for gets hot or you want to get down and get prone, you can unzip it, and there's a little toggle with a bungee down there that gives you some expansion capability as you nestle down, get behind your rifle, all your stuff spreads out. You still have access to all the things that you need, but you're down close to the ground and you're much more comfortable than, you know, sitting on your standard stack stuff.
Right. Additionally, all this stuff is, you know, I have it all in, you know, Ranger green, but you can get this stuff in like what, 4 different
Cam, black, Ranger green, coyote.
tan, yeah, all your standard colors. And then every once in a while, you guys will do some with fancy
special.
whiz bang special order kind of thing. But that is the battle jacket from Qore Performance and Blue Force Gear. So details down below. Check it out. If you have any questions on that stuff, feel free to message me, and I will try to get an affiliate link for this stuff. But thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being a patron, and I'll check you guys later.